There's no denying it. I'm in a very serious mood. I'm not in a silly mood today. I'm serious. I'm low energy. I'm in the mood to read a book. But I don't have a book, so I guess I'll teach a lesson on playing slap bass. Specifically, how to play Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself by Sly and the Family Stone, as played by Larry Graham, bass player from Fly and the Family Stone. I said Fly and the Family Stone. That just shows how serious I'm feeling, that I don't know the difference between an S and an F. Fly and the Family Phone. Guys, I've done a different video teaching how to play slap bass for the song What It Is by Red Hot Chili Peppers. But I want you to forget everything you know about that song and that style of playing, because that's the flea way of slapping. Now we're going to do the traditional Larry Graham way of playing slap bass. Thumping and popping. We've got some thumping and some popping. Let's do it. We're gonna dive right in. Now that I've said Fly in the Family Phone, we're gonna play the song. Here's what we need to do. We need to learn how to properly thump on the bass. Before, in the other video, which, look, there's a link. That's my trick. I point to the thing. And that's funny for some reason. Anyway, the way that Flea slaps is he just hits the top string with his thumb. Just dead on, and his thumb bounces off. We don't want to do it like that for this song. We want to do the traditional Larry Graham style of thumping, where you're just going to use this kind of tip edge side of your thumb right here, and you're just going to pass through the top string. That's how it was described to me, is you want to pass through the string, where the edge of your thumb just grazes the string and lands down on top of the next string. It lands right on top of the next string, where it almost looks like you're just hitting the A string, even though you're playing the E string. When I was a kid and I saw people doing that, I thought it was magic. I was like, how are they hitting the A string, yet I am hearing the E string? This is kind of tough to do. So before we learn before we learn any of the songs in this note, like I said, I'm very serious today. We need to learn this thumping technique. We're going to take it step by step. Would you please put your thumb right on top of the A string? You know, most basses have this like fake fret, this little piece of wood here. That's not actually a fret, but it kind of tricks you into thinking you have an extra fret, but it's not. I want you to put your thumb on top of the A string, right in that last little stretch of the fingerboard right there. Do you see what I'm doing there? So I'm just right there. I'm going to bring my arm down like this. See that? Do you see how I'm doing this? I'm not up like this. My elbows relax down over here, and my hand is just resting on the A string. Do you see that? Can you copy what I'm doing? Can you do that? Is that a thing you can do? All right. Now, here's what I would like you to do. This is very important. This is very serious. I would like you to bring your thumb up to the E string, and then I want you to just push your thumb straight down past the E string onto the A string like this. Look. You see that? You see that right there? We're going to do it again. Look. Bring it up to the E string. Sitting on top of the E string. Just push down and land right on the A string. See that? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. So really all we're doing is we're just playing the E string with our thumb. But I'm making sure to land on the A string. See that? I'm not bringing my thumb away like this. I'm not going like this. I'm not bouncing off of anything. I'm just going boom, boom. Playing the E string, landing on the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Karate chop. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Karate chop. Here we go. All right. Are we thumping yet? No, we're not thumping yet. We're just playing the E string with our thumb. Let's start heading in the direction of thumping now. We're taking it step by step, if you hadn't noticed. All right. I would like you to get locked and loaded, back with your thumb sitting on top of the A string in that little fake fret right there. This time, instead of bringing your thumb up and resting on the E string, what I want you to do is I want you to kind of turn your wrist and pull your thumb away So you're about, I want you to be about an inch away from the strings. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm doing there? Then I would like you to try to pass through the E string and land on the A string. I'm having trouble pronunciating like every word today. Let's just keep powering through, guys. We can do this. All right. What's happening? You're like an inch away from the strings. You're going to just curve your wrist like this to bring your thumb over the E string. You're going to pass through the E string and land on the A string. So we're doing that same basic movement we were doing before. The only difference is now we're not starting resting on top of the E string. We're starting an inch or two. I know I changed it to an inch or two. It was just an inch before. But then I looked down at my hand and I realized I was like 2 inches away. So I changed the rules. So see what I'm doing here? My thumb is coming. Let's change the angle, shall we? Let's get another angle in here. My thumb over here. And I'm just going boom, boom. I'm still just plucking the E string and I'm landing on the A string. You see that? I'm going nice and slow. I'm not trying to do it too hard. I'm just passing through the E string, landing on the A string. I'm not going from super far away. I'm just moving a couple inches away, just getting used to that movement. How do you feel about that right there? We are really getting in the groove, playing the bass, eating some food. It's not true. All right. Are we thumping yet? We're getting there. We're getting to the thumping. We need to do the same movement now. We're just gonna do it harder. We're gonna move our thumb faster. We're gonna pass through the E string with more force and vigor. And then we're gonna be thumping before you know it. Bring your thumb a couple inches away. We are going to try to pass through the E string, land right on the E string, but instead of going flump, flump, we're gonna go flank. Flank. You ready? Watch this. Flank. 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 Oh, flank. 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 Oh, I like it. Oh, see how we're getting that little poppy sound, that little metallic sound of the strings smacking against the frets? That's what we want. That's how we really get to the thumping. So this right here, what I'm doing, like, we're about to move on and do some other stuff with this song. Honestly, you're going to want to just sit there and practice this for how long? I don't know. Can you do this for 5 minutes? But wait, there's more. Can you do this for 5 minutes right now? And then do it for 5 minutes tomorrow? And then do it for 5 minutes the next day? If you actually just focus on this movement right here, it won't take too long before you're thumping up a storm. But it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some work. I'm starting to move my thumb further away. You see that? I'm starting to cheat a little bit. I'm not cheating. I'm just jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead in the lesson, but you know what? It's time to jump ahead in the lesson. So now I'm doing the same exact movement. I'm just bringing my thumb now. I'm like 6 inches away. It's all on my wrist. My arm isn't going crazy. My wrist is just boom, boom. And notice how I'm landing on the A string every single time. Guys, look. I know I'm doing this a bunch of times. I'm telling you to do it a bunch of times. It's so boring. Why don't you just learn the rest of the song? Look, if you learn the notes for the rest of the song, but you don't know how to thump, then you don't, it's like, do you even thump, bro? We gotta learn how to do this. I know I'm rambling, but I'm just playing this note a lot because I'm serious today. I'm serious. I'm low energy. Can't we just play this note all lesson? All right. Let's learn the actual notes to the song now that we know how to thump. Look at this. I would like you to play the 7th fret on the top string. You're going to thump it. You're going to do that exact same movement. The only change now is you're pushing on the 7th fret of the top string. Watch this. Oh, it's a different note, but it's still got that thumping goodness. All right. Got that. Now we have a whole new thing we have to get into here. We have to get into thumping on the A string. Would you please play the 5th fret on the A string, just like this. It's going to be the exact same deal, except instead of passing through the E string and landing on the A string, you're going to pass through the A string and land on the D string, like this. Look at that. It's like a piece of pie mixed with a piece of cake. Okay, we won't do that 1,000 times. Look at this. We're going to go 7th fret on the E string, 5th fret on the A string, and then A string again, 7th fret. So that was 7, 5, 7. A plus. Oh, see, I'm getting harder now. I'm just doing the exact same movement, exact same thing. I'm just being aggressive with it. You ever see that scene in Kill Bill when she's got like her hand up against the wall and then she goes like that, and she just from one hand widths away, she just boom punches, and she punches through the board, digs out of the ground from 6 feet underground. I don't know how she does that. It seemed a little weird, but she just went boom. So much force from such a little distance. That's what we're doing here. Is we're just moving our thumb away a little bit, and then boom, get all that power with the thumb. All right, we're almost ready to pop. It sounded weird. We're literally almost ready to do the popping movement on the bass. Watch this. We want to go thump the 7th fret on the E string, thump the 5th fret on the A string. I hit an extra string there. Thump the 7th fret on the A string. This is where the popping gets started. We are going to take the pointer finger, wrap it underneath the G string, just like this. See how I'm like really grabbing onto it. We're going to play the 9th fret on the G string, and you're just going to pull your hand away. I'm doing it at an angle. If I come straight out like this, it really hurts my finger. If I come at a little angle like this, see, I'm like, look at this. I'm like, I end up, it's almost like I'm turning the page of my hand, or I'm peeling my hand away from the strings. And I'm plucking hard. I'm really getting underneath there. I'm making a big deal of this because it's a big deal. If you just use the tip of your finger, it's not going to sound quite right. We want to dig under there, go like that. We need to play the first 4 notes to this song all together as a team, starting with the 3 thumped notes and then the 1 popped note. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, thump, 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 pop. All right, you ready? We're going to do it together this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thump, 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 pop. And thump, 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 pop. Oh, I just missed the notes entirely. Well, let's just give up. Let's just give up. Let's learn 2 more notes. You just popped the 9th fret. Time to go to the 7th fret. Pop that one. Go back to the 9th fret. Pop that one. 3 popped notes in a row. 9, 7, 9. 9, 7, 9. Is your finger starting to hurt? Honestly, probably should be. If you have not done much popping before, just this small amount of popping that we've just done is probably enough to hurt your finger. You might get a blister. It'll be good for you. Toughen up that finger. Blisters are good for you, don't you know? All right. We're through the first phrase of the song. The good news is all the other phrases are pretty much exactly the same, just with a couple little differences. Did you know that this song is essentially the first ever slapped song on the bass? Like, that's probably not actually true. There are probably other people who've popped and thumped a little bit before this, but this was the first song where the bass was deliberately done in this slapping, thumping, popping way in a prominent role. You could make a solid argument that this song was the epicenter of the creation of slap bass. And now you get to share a part in the legacy of that song. I'm holding my breath. I can actually hold my breath for like 2.5 minutes. Did you know that? I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe I'll save it for another video. All right. You ready to do that much of it? We're gonna go kind of slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! What? Really quick, before we finish this song, what are the problems that you're having with this so far? I'm going to guess I know what the first one is. You're just missing the strings. You can't hit the right string with your thumb and it's driving you crazy. Yeah, that's why I remember when I said you have to just sit there and do this for like 5 minutes a day for a week or whatever. You still need to do that. You just need to practice this. You can practice it on the A string. And when you're doing this, if you just keep missing the string or you don't like how it's going, guess what? Go back to our first step. Go back to the thing where we just go like this. Do that for a while. Then move your thumb just a little bit further away. Just if you go through those steps every day, just starting right on the string, then going like an inch away, then finally moving to like 6 inches away and getting some more power there. Do that every day for a month for all I care. I don't care. What's another problem you might be having? I got one. What if maybe the other strings, even if you hit the right string, maybe the other strings are ringing and making noise and it's all rumbly. I got a solution for you there. This one takes a little bit more work, but what you can do, what one does, is use your other, what are these called? Fingers? Use your other fingers to mute all the strings you don't want. So when I'm playing the E string, my pointer finger mostly over here is just resting gently on the strings. So if I hit the E string, sounds great. If I hit the other strings, nothing. They're all muted. All right, great. But what about when I go down to the A string? What if I accidentally keep hitting this E string a little bit? It's easy to do, to accidentally have the E string make a noise while you're trying to hit the A string. Your left thumb just comes up over the top, touches the top string. I'm not grabbing it. I'm not pushing on it. I'm just touching it. Go watch a video of Larry Graham playing. His thumb is up over the top like all the time. It's great. And his fingers are always like muting everything. It's great. It's great. It's great. He's got a white suit on. Go watch him play. It's great. I think it's time that we finish this song, right? So we've got bum, bum. All right. After that, you're going to go like this. On the A string, just play 5, 7. All right, not too bad. So we're skipping that 7 up on the E string. We're just playing 5, 7 on the A string. Then on the G string, you're going to pop 9, 7. 7, 5, 9, 7. Ho! It's like a little shortened, truncated version of the first part that we played. So from the very beginning, look at that. Let me do it again where I call out the frets, and that doesn't help anybody. It's just me saying what sound like random numbers as we try to play music. 1, 2, and here we go. 1, 2, and here we go. 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 7. Let's do it again. And wait, 1, 2. Here we go. 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 7. We did it. Guys, we're so close. We're so close to being done with this song. You're going to play the first part a second time. 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 9. Literally the same thing we played at the beginning. We just do it again. One more part to the song. Watch this. Play the 5th fret on the E string. Oh, that's wrong. Play the 5th fret on the A string. And then slide up to 7. And then finally, thump the low E string. I love this part. It's the funkiest part of the song, I think. So yeah, that's just slide from 5 to 7, thump it, and then thump the low E. Last 2 notes, pop 9, 7 on the G string. What? All right, we're gonna do the whole song slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ho! That is literally it. The only other thing the bass does is occasionally it stops playing for like 4 measures. You can do that, right? You just stop playing. How are you going to practice this thing? Well, first of all, you're going to spend 5 minutes a day going. You can do 20 minutes a day. I don't recommend doing more than 5 minutes at a time, though. If you do this for 15 minutes, your thumb might just fall off. All right. So that's step 1. Once you're kind of feeling like you've got some thumping going on and it's okay, what I want you to do, I know I say this all the time, but it's so good. Just put on a recording of the song, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again by Sly and the Family Stone, and just play along with it. Just play along with it. It just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. If you get mixed up, just stop for a second, then join back in. If it's too fast for you, go find it on YouTube, hit the little settings thing and go to playback speed and switch it to 0.75 speed, and then you're good. And if that's too fast, well, then you could go to 50% speed. That's what you could do at 0.50. You could do that. So many options. I'm trying to think about other things. Like the thumping. The thumping is weird. It's hard. It's hard, but I think I give a pretty good demonstration of the basics of it. As you get into faster songs, there'll be more going on. There's other techniques you can use, but for right now, just remember, passing through one string, landing on the other one. And that's all there is to it. I'm very serious. It's been a very serious day. I'm very low energy. I mispronounced a whole bunch of words. Novato.